Hey, Shalom. First off, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Kwakadash, Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls God, Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. I want to give a double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone, who has taught me this truth. I want to give a peace and blessings to the Akim across the four corners of the earth who teach this truth and risk their life to do so. It's going to be a quick video. Love when the video's edifying. Love when the Akim gets something from this video. Quick video through the spirit, man. I'm going to grab a couple of precepts here in 2nd Ezra 15, and I'm gonna grab a couple here in 16 as well. And Lord willing, the video is edifying to you, Akim, and you sisters that may watch the video or come across the video. Give me 1 second, man. You know, it's funny. Every time I pull in my driveway, it's like a car. It'd be next to neighbors, but it's like every time it's like a car creep up. Like, you know, scripture say be circumspect, man. You don't know what the fuck be going on, man. That's why you always got to keep your head on the swivel. It's the neighbors, you know what I'm saying? But along with keeping your head on the swivel, before you leave the house every day, you got to pray, man. Make sure bros pray, you know what I'm saying? And if you are praying, keep praying. You know what I'm saying? That the Lord protect you and your household from evil, and if and he gets you through the day safely, you know what I mean? And, you know, get your children and your woman through the day safely, you know what I'm saying? And you through the day safely. You know, because it's a lot of evil out here. You in the midst of wolves, as a matter of fact. Let's grab that sheep. Mr. Wolves, man. This is Matthew 10, verse 16. It says, behold, this is Yahweh Shai speaking. It says, behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. So, we're sheep in the midst of wolves. These people are wolves. These people don't have any moral they don't have any morals or principles. They have nothing but larceny in their mind, you know what I'm saying, in their hearts, right? They're looking to get over, you know what I'm saying? They don't have any, you know, they don't have any, some people don't have no remorse. Some people don't have no fucking conscience. So you never know who. So it's just like you always got to walk around and have your head on the swivel and be circumspect, which is being wise. Okay, move. Serpents are smart, man. Serpents, you know, they fast, they attack, they're sneaky, they slither. You know what I'm saying? You know, serpent is not a dumb animal. Okay, it's actually pretty fucking smart. You know what I'm saying? You know, and harmless as doves. You know what I'm saying? And what'll help you be harmless is pleasing the Lord, because he said, when a man ways please. Also, like, yeah, I spelled please wrong. Proverbs 16:7. It says, when a man's ways please the Lord Yahweh, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him. So when a man's ways please the Lord, you know, your enemies to be at peace with you. Your enemy is the heathen, 2/3, your woman, people on your job, your family, you know what I'm saying? You know, an enemy is an enemy. You know what I'm saying? The Lord will protect you, you know, from these wolves. Okay? These fucking people are wolves, man. And wait till these motherfuckers get hungry. It's like it. Wait till these people start starving and, you know, their babies is hungry, and you're gonna see how grimy and how cold this shit get. You know, I was watching Apostles of Harvard video last night, and he was saying, you know, Isaiah 4:1 is at the door. You know what I'm saying? It's knocking at the door, and you can't be weak. Like bros is saying, you can't be weak when it come to that. You know what I'm saying? You can't just accept every woman, man. Like, you know, that need help or need this or need that, man. Some of these women have to feel it, because you got to think, these women have been doing the most. Okay? Let me get this wipe. I did no wickedness. Let's grab that. Wipe. I think it's in a pocket. It's in Sirach. Gotta be in a pocket. No, Salakia. It's in Proverbs. This is Proverbs 30:20. It says, such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth, and saith, I have done no wickedness. right? Women are very, they're very good at deceiving. They're very good at conniving. They're very good at lying. It's like their nature. You know what I mean? And once you understand that, you know how to deal with them. We've been taught, this fucking fairy tale about, a woman is this, a woman is that, a woman is so delicate. A woman is not delicate, bro. These women nowadays are not delicate. Now, don't get me wrong, right? They are the weaker vessel. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of these women don't act like the weaker vessel. You talk big, they want to talk just as big, or if not bigger. Okay? When really she shouldn't talk. Okay? You want to get something, to upgrade yourself. Here she is right behind you trying to upgrade herself to be in competition with you. A lot of these women have that. They got a thing called penis envy. Okay? And this is why, and you ain't got to listen to me. Because you got niggas that's not in the truth saying this. So, contrary to popular belief, what we're saying is true. What I'm saying is true. Okay? You ain't got to listen to me. Go turn on your latest podcast. Go on social media. You're going to see the algorithm when it goes into women and the things that they do. You know what I'm saying? That's why they have to be ruled over. But the Lord said what? I will make a new thing in the earth. A woman shall surpass a man. And look how fucked up it is. That's what scriptures say. Matter of fact, let's grab it. Women and children are their oppressors, man. Isaiah 3:12 says, as for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people which have Slakia, O my people, they which led thee, cause thee to err, and destroy the ways of thy path. So children is their oppressors. The woman rules over it. You see that in the Israelite community all day. You know what I'm saying? You see that in the community all day, man. These niggas will fight tooth and nail, rob, murder, steal. You know what I'm saying? To bring it back to his woman. So let me grab this. Lion. Brain. Salagia. Yeah, right here. First Esdras 4. The first Esdras goes to, the things that basically men are weak to, or what's stronger. You know what I'm saying? This is first Esdras 4. And I'll go to 20. I'll start at 20. It says, a man leaveth his own father that brought him up in his own country, and cleaveth unto his wife. He sticketh not to spend his life with his wife, and remembereth neither father, nor mother, nor country. Right? Because he saw head over heels, for his woman. And you see that. You got strong ass men. This nigga be a mass murderer, but go home and be submissive to his wife. I think a lot of these dudes are masochists, man. Look up what that means. Okay? 23. It says, a man taketh his sword and goeth his way to rob and steal, to sell upon the sea and upon rivers, and looketh upon a lion, and goeth in the darkness, and when he hath stolen, spoiled, and robbed, he bringeth it to his love. So when he did all this shit, right, he bringeth to his love. Wherefore a man loveth his wife better than father or mother. Many there be that have run out of their wits for women, and become servants for their sakes, which you ought not to be. A servant for a woman's sake. She's supposed to serve you, not the other way around. Okay? Now there's an example I'm going to read right here. I'm going to jump down to 29. It says, yet did I see him in Apami, the king's concubine, the daughter of the admirable Bardachus, sitting at the right hand of the king, and taking the crown off the king's head and setting it upon her own head. Okay? So what does that signify? Right? I run shit. Nigga, you don't run nothing. That's what that signifies. Okay? Subconsciously, that's what that's saying. Right? She also struck the king with her left hand. Right? Now, armies can't even touch this man. But she could get close enough to take the crown off his head, put it on, or comfortable enough, and get him lax enough to take the crown off his head, put it on her head, struck him like a child, right? And that's why you don't tolerate childlike behavior from a woman. Because if you give a woman an inch, she'll go a mile, right? Now, if you have one woman or multiple women, right, which I've dealt with both. I've dealt with one woman. I've dealt with multiple women at one time. All it is just management. All it is just management, man. That's why I feel like work, even when you're supposed to be relaxing. You at the house and feel like fucking work. Because all it is just management. Okay? It says, and yet, for all this, the king gaped and gazed upon her with open mouth. If she laughed upon him, listen close. If she laughed upon him, he laughed also. But if she took any displeasure at him, the king was fain to flatter that she might be reconciled to him again. So what do we call that? A dancing monkey, right? That's what they call that. You know what I'm saying? Here it is, you doing everything to appease this woman who's the weaker vessel, becoming a servant for her sake. When she has to serve you, that's her job. It's to serve you. You're her God. Okay? Now, women hear that, oh, what you mean? Because these bitches then got so comfortable, and these men that got these niggas then got so fucking weak that they tolerate the bullshit from a servant that make it hard for men, real men, not a male, men, to deal with it. So you got to do, when you get a woman, bro, it's the thing, you got to take away shit. Hey, don't do that. Don't do this. Don't do that. You got to show the broad, you know what I'm saying? Hey, what you like and what you don't like. And you got to place boundaries and say, listen, woman, you get close to these boundaries, there's consequences. If you pass these boundaries, I will write you a bill of divorce and let your ass go. And she's going to test you. She's going to test you. And the moment she tests you, you have to stand on what you said as a man. And it's better to do it in the beginning of the relationship so she know you're not playing. You know, you do something, right? Obviously righteous, right? You go, let's say you go somewhere, I don't know. You go out of state, you know what I'm saying? She expecting you to call her every fucking night or whatever. You go on a little trip and you don't call her one of the nights or whatever. And now she playing the silent treatment game, which you play, you know, she'll call back a day or two later. But you answer the phone, you tell that bro, listen, check this out. I called you, you ain't answer. Not only did you not answer, you didn't answer for 2 days. So I'm gonna turn your 2 days into 2 weeks so you can think about what you done did. And she go, no, oh my God, no, please. No. Now you got time to think about it. Click. And you know contact with her. And make her sit there. And she gonna respect it. And if she leaves, she was gonna leave any motherfucking way. So it's another nigga problem. Okay? But you got men not strong enough to do that. Because you like this bitch too much. You like this bitch more than you like yourself. And that's the problem. Hey, man. This first Esdras 4 and 32. It says, O ye men, how can it be but women should be strong, seeing they do thus? Then the king and the princes looked one upon another. So he began to speak of the truth. O ye men, are not women strong? Great is the earth, high is the heaven, swift is the sun in his course, for he compasseth the heavens round about, and fetcheth his course again to his own place in one day. You know what that proves? That proves the sun goes around the earth, not the earth around the sun. 35, it says, is he not great that maketh these things? Therefore, great is the truth and stronger than all things. And this is what you need to love. This is what you need to be abiding in and put, because as long as you got this knowledge, wisdom, understanding, as long as you got Yahweh, Yahushua, man, the Lord will bless you, man. Okay? The Lord knows what his servants need, man. Okay? You know, I was going to get into 2nd Esdras 15 and 16, but I might do that. The Spirit took me elsewhere, obviously. You know what I'm saying? So I might do that on the next video. But, you know, again, man, in the time coming up, these people got what they, you know, they've been slapping at the line, waving their hand, playing with the line, not a gate open. So you can't really feel too bad. You know what I'm saying? You can't really feel too bad, man. Okay? Hey, so with that, man, loading videos edifying, lonely Ikem got something. Just pray you and your household, the Lord have mercy on you and your household, as I pray the Lord have mercy on me and my household. Lord willing, I'm not saying that I'm a part of the elect or a part of the 1/3. I don't know, man. But Lord willing, I am. And Lord willing, I get, you know, mercy. And me and my household receive mercy from Yahweh Shai in these times. And Lord willing, you sincere Akim, you know, it go the same way for y'all. Okay? But with that, Lord willing, videos edifying, lonely Akim got something from this video. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Kakadash. I want to tell you, brothers, to keep pushing on to the next. Shalom.